up, y'all? It's me, Erica, and we are down here. Peace, y'all. Take care of each other. Protect your energy. What's up, everybody? It's me, Erica, and this is your Real Housewives of Orange County. Is this episode 3? Yes, recap. Okay, so I didn't take any notes. I did not take any notes. I watched it last night in the middle of having a migraine. So I was like, I'm just going to watch it. And it actually was really good. I tweeted a little bit about it because we had another situation where Noella's husband filed for divorce, girl, from Puerto Rico. She can't find him. He done cut off the credit cards. And their son was just diagnosed with autism a few months ago, well, earlier this year. And, he's in debt or he owes some liens. $6 million, they said it was. And now she can't find him. And then she gets divorce papers from Puerto Rico in Spanish. Luckily, the nanny could read them. Girl. And this is just like, I'm sure there's thousands of stories like this. But leaving her with no money, and she like literally said, my husband was in charge of finances. I just don't know how anyone is afforded that luxury to completely depend on and trust a man to take care of everything. And then he jumps up and decides, because he doesn't want to sell the house in Puerto Rico, to put themselves back in the black, because for whatever reason, I don't know if he has a family out there. That's the first thing I thought about, where like he doesn't want to sell it. And I'm like, well, is there a family? Do we got a family out there? But then I was like, well, it hasn't. Then I realized, or they like kind of shared later, that they haven't even had that property for a year. So why are you so attached to it? It's been like 7 months, she said. So I'm going to be all over the place with this review because I'm just randomly trying to remember, and I'm looking at some like my tweets and stuff like that. So yeah, and then like I just have to remember how everything went. Let's just get the people out the way. Maybe we could just go step by step, because I can't really go scene by scene because I don't remember how the scenes went. But okay, so let's go. So first thing we discuss is Noella's husband. And I knew it when I saw the intro. I was like, where's her husband in the intro? It was some lady in the intro. Is that her nanny? I was like, what is this? And I was like, ooh, did they get a divorce? What is happening? That's the first thing I saw, because they will do that on Housewives. Like in the beginning, they will change what they look like, in the intro. They will take the man out. They've done that before. Oh gosh, I wish I could remember who they've done that to. And it's like mid-season, their like intro, it no longer has the husband in it. Who was that? If I remember, I'll put it in the comments. If y'all remember, put it in the comments. But yeah, he owes $6 million. $6 million in back taxes. She didn't know how much it was at first. I don't understand, like, how. Ladies, please explain to me how you are afforded that, like, to depend on somebody to just take care of everything. Did you not check and see that he may have, I don't know. It's like, girl, I don't know. I was just like, I felt so bad for her. I felt so bad for her. And she was like talking about it at first. Her and Shannon went to go get some work done. I don't know if Shannon was getting fillers or she was having something done. And they were just sitting there talking, and she was explaining how, my husband, she was being very vulnerable, very transparent. Somebody tell Destiny and Tiffany and what's that her name? Tiffany and Lewis. This is transparency, right? Like she's telling it all, and it's like this is. She's like at one point with Gina, she was like, "This is only the second time I met you." They went to go do cryo. I want to do that so bad. I want to do it so bad, but I don't want to be cold. I don't want my bones to be shaking inside. That's how I feel, and it's cold, and you feel like your skeleton is shaking. You know what I'm saying? Anyways, so yeah, that she was being very transparent. So she was telling Shannon when they went to go to the little Medi Spa or whatever that her husband owed some money. So at first she thought it was a different amount, and then she realized that it was more. And then she was like, "Well, fine, we just bought a house. We bought a house." She didn't say we just bought a house because it came out that it was only 7 months. So she said we bought a house in Puerto. We have a house in Puerto Rico, and we're gonna sell that. I want to sell that so that we can get the money back and we can be clear and everything. We can take care of everything. She was very positive about it. She didn't seem like she was mad at him about it. She was just like, we could take care of it. He don't want to sell the house. And then a couple days later, she gets divorce papers from Puerto Rico in Spanish. Is he Spanish? I thought he was black. He looked black. Is he black? He looked like his grandfather might be black. But isn't she black too? She's half black. She's biracial or something like that. Isn't Noella? That's what I thought. They was like, oh, the first black. I was like, she's biracial, I think. Or was her mom biracial? Something like that. Y'all tell me. I know y'all know in the comments. Anyway, so he doesn't want to sell the house in Puerto Rico to cover the back taxes. And we don't know why, why he wants to keep the house, why he served divorce papers. He cut off the credit cards, and she doesn't know where he is. I was like, girl, what an entrance to Housewives, girl. I never seen anything like it. Let me tell you something. Ooh, I was about to say something so mean. I'm going to say it. She, like, the way that Noella has come through on the house, this is her first season on Housewives. The way that Fallon gets pressed, you would think she had like that type of first entry to Housewives. Like you knew so much about her. She shared so much about herself, and that you were like, okay, now we need to cover her in the blogs. I am so sorry, and this is not about Atlanta Housewives or people who have come on Atlanta Housewives, but I have such an issue with how much exposure Fallon gets. She has the absolute personality of a zipper. It's like, girl, what? It's like, are you serious? And it's like, why are y'all covering her? What is it about her? The life that she's sharing, what is it that's so interesting about it? I really believe that she's getting by because of how she looks. I truly believe that it is absolutely baffling to me. Her story is not unique. I know plenty of half black hood chicks with I don't know them, but I know of them. You know what I'm saying? That fucking have kids by 4 kids by 4 different niggas. The half Asian hood chick who fucks all the hood niggas. And girl, have you seen her baby daddies? Anyways, let me not talk about her, but I just don't understand how she gets that much exposure. Her personality is whack. It's like so whack. She's not interesting. I don't even know. I mean, like every time somebody posts like a blog post a thing about Fallon, I'll be like, who is this girl? Like literally her and Simon scammed their way on the back of with Housewives through Housewives. Because girl, what? Why are y'all covering her? Exactly. Y'all don't even know. Because she's pretty. That's it. That is absolutely it. That is absolutely it. So back to Orange County Housewives. I might cut all that out because every time I'm so annoyed by that. I'm so annoyed that she is actually getting press and she's not an interesting person. She's not an interesting character in the story at all. Never was. Nothing was interesting about her to be like, ooh, let's know more about Fallon. It's like, Girl, she's a roundaway girl with 4 kids by 4 different niggas and got involved with a Nigerian scamming ass nigga, scammed their way to the Housewives, and now y'all covering her. That's how I feel about it. Sorry. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm sorry, girl. So Heather goes and sees uh yeah, Noella was telling Shannon everything about what was going on with her husband, and she was like, supportive and everything like that. And then Heather goes to see Terry at his office. Girl, he looking, trying to talk to her. There's a picture on the wall. She's like, I don't want to see what it looked like 10 years ago. When was the last time you've been to his office, girl? You come into his office for housewife stuff. Anyway, so she's in the office telling him about the situation with Nicole and Shannon, and she says that Shannon sent her a text message, and bitch Heather said that she responded to the text message, and how Terry was trying to get a word in, and she was like, "There's more." Basically, she just told her, "I don't care." What did she tell her? "I don't care to adjudicate this over text, nor do I have time in my schedule to listen to more of your rhetoric." Girl's a mess. I was like, Heather, she takes herself too seriously, but then she doesn't. That's at the same time. It's like, are you playing with me right now? Because as serious as you are about what Shannon did, it's really not that serious. It literally is not that serious. It's not that serious because the only thing where Shannon messed up for me is telling what was the other girl's name? Emily. She should have went directly to Heather and been like, "Girl, you know that lady sued your husband back in the day?" And she would have been like, "Yeah," or she would have been like, "No." But the fact that you went around her, told somebody else, and then somebody went and told her, like, "Girl, I don't want to feel like I'm up in your face, but I know something about you and the friends that you keep around you, and I want to let you know, were you aware of?" You know what I'm saying? Come on, Bob. This is like a little Bob, a little like a what's the hairstyle? It does. Like, if you look, it looked like if I had a different color shirt on, you would think this was my hair. Oh gosh. Okay. Anyways, so Nicole, so she says basically that Shannon needs to take responsibility. Shannon doesn't take responsibility. If you've watched Orange County for any amount of time with Shannon Bedore, and when did she start going by Shannon Storms Bedore? When did that happen? I'm out of the loop, honey. But anyway, so Shannon never, she's not really good at taking responsibility. It's always someone else. Always, it's always someone else. It's always someone else. It's always someone else. And I didn't do that. I'm a good person. I'm a good person. I'm a good person. That's Shannon Storms Bedore. Okay. Come on, Bob. Um Shannon is always blaming someone else. She's gonna shift the blame to Gina, who shouldn't have said anything. No, she shouldn't have. I don't think Gina should have said anything. I think Gina was too busy trying to kiss Heather's ass. You want to be in the folds of the rich woman of the crew, the one with the most money of the crew. So because you want to be in her good graces, you figure you should let her know that Shannon knows your friend and that your friend has sued your husband in the past. You should know. I want to tell you. That's why I'm glad that Heather got in Gina's ass. Like, girl, first of all, this is my party. You shouldn't have said nothing. But see, Gina's position was, I'm at your party, I'm eating your food and this and that, so I figure I should tell you. But it was literally none of Gina's business. None at all. None at all. None at all. What happened? And Shannon and Noella and Nicole go to lunch because Shannon wants to talk to Nicole about the situation. Noella offers to go with her for support. I want to see how Noella and Shannon's relationship unfolds because we'll see. We'll see. And I really appreciate Gina, how she's communicating with Shannon. I feel like it's really like like direct, but it's like kind, like when she said it, she was like Shannon, she got Shannon so good when Shannon goes, I go out of my way to be kind to you. She said, girl, I don't have to go out of my way to be kind to people. I'm just kind to people. And if you need to go out of your way to be nice to me, what the fuck? Like, and it's funny because Shannon is saying that to make it seem like I'm doing you a favor by being kind to you. I'm such a good person. And it's just like it's there's a level of unawareness, but Shannon is the one that, like, she knows what's up. So I don't know what it is. I have an idea of what it is, but I don't know. But I'm like, girl, she doesn't take accountability. She doesn't, and she always tries to shift the blame. But in this sense, the only thing she's wrong about is telling Gina. And that's it. And then I think she was also wrong by saying, if we find out it's the Nicole that I know, don't say anything to Heather at all. Like, y'all just gonna have this secret amongst y'all about this woman with Heather sitting there. I don't think that's cool at all. At all. I don't think that's cool at all. Especially with the girl being around. I mean, she's been friends with her for what? 6 years, I think they keep saying. And you didn't tell her in 6 years that you had sued her husband once before? To me, that's like a little stalkerish. I don't know. That's creepy to me. You just in her face, talking to her, going to lunch, working out, and you sued her husband 20 years ago? Mm-mm. Nope. No, 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 no. So Shannon, when they go to lunch with Noella and Nicole, Nicole hits Shannon with I don't think it's ever appropriate to discuss someone's medical history. Girl, you told me. What are you talking about? You told me that you sued him. So how would I fucking know? I'm not releasing your medical records, girl. If you don't get the fuck out of here, Nicole. You tried it. You really tried it. No, and I love when Shannon, baby, can I tell you when Shannon be looking crazy? She always be looking crazy. she be like, she be like she looked like she about to faint or vomit. It looked like she's having like a crisis, an internal crisis. Like underneath the thing, it should say, subtitles should say, screams internally. That's how Shannon looks when she's like backed against the wall. She be looking serious as fuck. Oh, so funny. She's like, and it's funny when she sat at the table, she was like, I just want to jump right in, girl. I just want to get right to it. Anyway, so what happened after that? So I guess they kind of like straightened it out. She said she forgived her. I mean, there's nothing for you to be mad at her about. She didn't say any. She didn't do it. Like Shannon, it's not that serious. And I hope they don't try to draw this out to the end of the season. What's the girl name? Heather. I hope Heather doesn't try to do this, because it's like, girl, what does she do? Did she change? Well, I can understand now. When I just thought about it, when the Heather says that something could have potentially affected Terry's business, I get it. Okay, I get it. I get it. I get it. I get it. And I feel like she should have sent like her a text on the side and been like, "Girl, you know Nicole sued your husband a few years ago, right? I know her from back in the day." I felt like if she would have did that, we wouldn't have had no problems. What do y'all think? What do y'all think? You let me know. Gina and Shannon have drinks. I thought it was a great conversation. I thought that Gina was clear, and she, they, right before that, before they had their little meeting, Noella called Gina and Shannon and both told them about her husband filing for divorce. We get to see her telling Shannon, and she's crying. She said I don't want this. She's like, I don't understand. I don't know where he is. And then she shares with us, like I said earlier, that her son was diagnosed with autism a few months before all of this happened. And so she's like dealing with that. She shares with us that she had a miscarriage, and then her surrogate had a miscarriage with twins, and I think she had a something else happened. And then she had her son, and then he has autism. She says it's not something that she was expecting, but he loves his brain, and she's going to do everything to support him in that or whatever. And now she's single. I don't know what's going on with her up to date, but all of a sudden your husband divorces you. And I can't imagine someone divorcing you just because they don't want to sell a house. Like, girl, what? But maybe, like, maybe he's divorcing her so she doesn't have anything to do with this tax debt. I don't know. I don't know. Is it tax debt? Back taxes, right? $6 million. Um, Shannon is mad at Gina because she told her not to say anything. And again, Gina just needs to be honest and be like, girl, I was trying to get close to Heather, so I figured I should give her something so she can feel like I'm on her side. That kind of backfired on her. But I think later on in the season, her and Heather become like really close, being from New York and stuff like that. I think they showed some clips about that. I loved it. I loved how she says, I go out of my way to be kind to you. And she was like, girl, you don't, when you say I go out of my way, that means like you're being inconvenienced. I'm going out of my way. That's not the way that I'm going, but I go out of my way to be kind to you. And I love that Gina said, girl, you don't, if that's like a problem for you to be kind to me. And I know that Shannon said it to be like, girl, I go out of my way. What do you go out of? You don't have to go out of your way to be kind to anybody. That's fucking rude to even say to anybody. I could see if you were saying that to like somebody you were co-parenting with, like, nigga, I go out of my way to be kind to your ass, okay? Don't fucking play. Something like that, you know? But girl, like, what? You go out of your way to be kind to your friends? Girl, no, that's not cool. Anyways, but she also wants them to see kindness is a gift, a prize that continuously needs to be earned. Yes, I'm reading somebody's recap on Vulture. I told you Vulture is really good for their recaps. This recap is by Brian Molan. He's really graphic. He is really dragging the girl, so I kind of have to skip my Insecure Kate Young. Her Insecure reviews are like clear, letting know it's a little bit of opinion, letting you know what happened, but his is a very opinionated. Okay, it's a very opinionated. Excuse me. Um, so let me get back to being kind. Um, let's see. We're gonna see if Heather and Shannon, if they draw this out for the rest of the season. Shane and Emily, Shane and Emily are, I guess, you know, their kids. She wants to raise her kids in Mormon. I think they're Mormon, right? I can't remember if it was Mormon or Jewish, and it's not in this recap. I think it's Mormon. I think it's Mormon. Um, she's not really a religious person, but he takes them on Sundays to Sunday school and stuff like that, and she's really appreciative of that. She says, I love that I get that time alone. I think it's actually pretty cool that he takes them. But honey, you better be careful, Mark. Find him a wife over there. I'm just playing. I'm just kidding, Emily, okay? I like Emily. I like Emily because I like that she's kind of like she's kind of like like rough. You know what I mean? She's kind of like I don't know, she's kind of rough. She's kind of like a tomboy, like a little bit. You know what I mean? I like her. I like her. I like Gina gets on my nerves. She would get on my nerves. Her voice is so annoying. Noella, I like Noella. I like Noella so far. She's like, and then she came, baby, when she came with Shannon and Gina, and they invited her to come to to have drinks with them, and she had on no makeup. She came, she was like, I don't have any makeup, I'm just gonna throw on whatever. They were drinking and having shots, and she started crying. She's like, I don't know what I'm gonna do. And it's just like, oh. Like I said yesterday, we had a whole conversation yesterday, and look what happened on Orange County. From one end of the spectrum, from this happening to people in Alabama, to somebody happening in fucking Orange County. Like, this happens. And for for Destiny, she had her shit together because somebody probably told her. You know what's funny? Men, fathers tell their daughters, don't depend on men. They tell them that all the time, right? They tell them that all the time. And then you get Noella, who is completely dependent on her husband. He files for divorce, cuts off all the credit cards. She don't have no money. She's a housewife, like literally a housewife. She don't have no money. I don't know what else she does. Is she a model or whatever? But girl, you better figure something out. You better make some bracelets or something like Lynn from Orange County. Remember when Lynn had those cups? You know, Lynn's daughters do porn. I think one of them does porn now, and I think the other one that might be on meth. Don't give me the line, allegedly, okay? But I know the other girl does porn. I know she does porn, but I don't know if the other girl's on meth. But I think it's something like that. Like they're like footloose and fancy free out here. Y'all remember Lynn from Orange County? Okay. Yeah, I can't remember Lynn's last name. And then her husband, they got into some tax troubles, and that they got served at the door. They had served them an eviction notice at the. Y'all remember that? That was a mess. That was such a mess. Um, yeah, she came up there. She didn't have no makeup on or anything. And luckily, Destiny, she actually had something to fall back on. She just now is a single mother. But now you a single mother with a son with autism and no money because you've depended on this man. Like I said, like when do you get that? Where, and I don't even know what it would feel like to be like, oh, I trust you to take care of everything. What? No, ma'am. We're not doing that. I trust you to take care of everything. No, we're not doing that. That's what we're not gonna do. I thought the episode was pretty good. I thought I'm looking some honey. I thought the episode was pretty good. I did. I thought the episode was good. I was like, okay, Orange County, and then Miami is on Peacock right now, so I'm gonna watch Miami. And I think the first two episodes are up. Last night I was online. I was like, did Miami start already? And I looked at the schedule, and it said 3 episodes on December 16th. I had a little baby heart attack. I was like, okay, I'm gonna watch all 3 episodes, and I'm gonna do all 3 episodes in one review because, girl, I'm not gonna be. No, I'm not gonna make 3 weeks worth of videos, 3 back to back, like I did for what's the girl's name? Housewives in the Islands, baby. I'm not doing it like I did for those first 4. I think it was first 4 episodes, and I did them back to back to back. We're not doing that no more. No, ma'am. I'm gonna do them. If they start posting shit all at once, I'm gonna do all the one video, maybe 2 video. No, what is it? 2 episodes per video, something like that. I'm gonna figure out something. I'm gonna figure something out. But so I gotta go watch Miami. We're gonna review Miami. So we're reviewing Miami, Orange County. Who else? That's it for right now for the Housewives. Yeah. So it's just Miami and Orange County right now. So that's good. So we're good. We're good. Yeah, they don't give us too many. I feel like I'm being bombarded with housewife stuff, but I feel like people are talking about Real Housewives of Atlanta, and even though it's not going on, they're like talking about things that are going on behind the scenes and stuff like that. So I feel like stuff is going on, but I don't like to talk about stuff that's not going on the show. Like I don't really like. I'll see it in the blogs, and maybe we might mention it, like Mimi and that man that she's dating. I was going up for her, but found out the man is married. I don't know what the real story about that is, but like I don't keep up. I don't want to talk about that stuff here. I guess I don't know. Whatever. I mean, we could get in like a nothing to talk about or something like that. But anyways, the episode was good. Once again, and that's all I have to say. Take care of each other, protect your energy, and let's get down in the comments. I know I was all over the place, so you get that. We're just having a conversation. All right, peace.